Hey y'all. So I'm going to share with you my Autonation story. December 30th, 2022, I stepped into an Autonation dealership and purchased a 2021 Jeep Compass. It had 65,000 miles on it. Originally, I went in with my Corolla. I was going to trade in, and I was looking at a Honda CRV, and they said, you want to be able to afford this one, so let's look into a new Jeep. Let's get you to lease a Jeep. Sure, let's look at a Jeep. So we look at the leasing. Can't finance that. Okay, so they bring around this other Jeep, the 2021 Compass, that was a loaner before. And so they sell that to me. Boom. Don't even ask me for much information. They just simply give it to me, right? And of course my payments are over $600. So I was like, okay, I'm ready for this. And so it turns out a few months later, I check the coolant, and the coolant is mucky. Like, it's not liquidy, it is thick. So when I go to get oil changes from them, I tell them, can you look at this? It's not looking right. They don't pay any mind to what I ask them. They tell me, oh, you need brakes. Oh, you need this. I'm like, what about the thing that I'm kind of asking you about? So 6 months later, in the summertime, my battery is somehow not good. I have to get a whole new battery. Mind you, my on-off start function, where it stops at the red lights, has already been out for a few months. So I'm saying, like, by the time I bought this car, they knew I was going to start having issues. So all these flying things. So I get a new battery, so my car will actually start. And after that, I started getting coolant flushes, because I'm like, well, if they're not going to look at it, I'm going to go see what I can do. So I'm bringing it to, these places like Midas and things like that. I should have took it to the one right down the street from me that I already knew them, but I didn't. It's like God did not want me to have the easy way. So I'm getting coolant flushes, and those cost $200. So I've gotten like 3 of those, and then my life turns for a change, and I'm moving from the state I'm in, and I'm driving to California. I made it to California by the grace of God, and not too long while I'm there, I'm like, okay, my coolant's still messed up. Like, let me go get this looked at. So that's being looked at, and then I go for oil change in the Autonation dealership in California, and I tell them too. I'm like, I have this issue, and they just say to me, oh, you need new tires, though. And I'm like, okay, what about this issue, though? I'm not going to really look into my issue. So turns out I end up broke down on the side of the highway. And do you think I'm going to go back to the Autonation dealership now? No way. So I end up going to this small shop again, and they can't even fix it. They're looking at it. They have no fucking idea. So I have warranty on this car. I actually have 2 warranties. They sold me an extended warranty when my original warranty was still good. It's still good now for another 5 months. So it's been good for a year, and ever since I had the car. So finally it's at a dealership now, and a way better dealership. It's a Jeep dealership, but it's not Autonation. And they have, God willing, have looked at my vehicle and have started the warranty claim, and my car is getting a whole new engine. So they said that's $13,000. And of course I have a warranty, but I still had to pay out of pocket $800, $900 because of they don't cover the pipes that connect the engine and everything, because there's oil. That was the issue. Oil was getting everywhere. So, yeah, that's my story. I had to fly to Tennessee to live with my parents because I only had my car when I left the other state and went to California. I only had my car. I had some family in California, but it turned out that they didn't need me. So, yeah, it turned out that the last like couple days in California, I stayed at a hotel until I figured out, okay, this is where my car is going, to this dealership. Once I left it there, I'm like, okay, now I can go. I'm just gonna fly home to my parents' house, and I've been here since like July, I want to say July 22nd, something like that. And now I'm not going to be flying out to California to get my car until February 22nd, because that's when tickets are cheaper, because, you know, if you get a ticket at the last minute, it's going to be $500. So like when I came from California to Tennessee, it cost me $700 because I had my cat, and he's $100. So plus luggage and, you know, luggage fees. I had to buy a suitcase. So it came out to like $1,000 just to fly here and save me. Shout out to my parents. Shout out to my mom. Like, without her, I would literally be homeless. But so now, yeah, my ticket now for February 22nd is only $138. And I'm gonna fly to pick up my car, and I'm gonna drive it back here, which is gonna take 3 days. But yeah, that's my story, and I just wanted to warn everyone that just because, you know, people say, oh, if you buy a new car, you won't have issues. If you buy an older car, you know, you're gonna have to put work into it. Well, guess what? I bought a brand new car. At least to me, it was brand new. It was only a year old, and it needed a new engine. Jeep Compass 2021. Have a good day, y'all. Hope this helps.